Welcome back to AJ's World of Bodybuilding. Today, we're joined by the ultimate freak, Charles the Definition Griffin. Sit back, subscribe, and enjoy this interview. Welcome everyone to AJ's World of Bodybuilding. And today, we're joined by a guy who's on the rise right now, Charles the Definition Griffin. How are you?
I'm good, my man. I'm real good. How are you?
Each Sunday, I watch different bodybuilding shows to catch up all over the net. And usually, as you know, with bodybuilding, it's not that much interesting all the time for guys that's over 35. You know what I mean? It's a lot of clickbait and a lot of different things. But then I saw your interview you did on, was it the Revive YouTube?
Yeah. On the Raw YouTube, yeah.
And guys, you have to check that one out, because that Charles, that really hit home, more than you know. Before you go a little bit into that, it's so, it gives hope that that people that are doing the street life can get out with no heavy prison time, with your health, mental health also, because you know when there's a lot of things going down, but that you're peaking now at over age 35.
Yeah.
And it's especially with the way things you talked about your mother, that the way you went into it, that she couldn't sleep, you know what I mean, because of the things you did. And it hits home to a lot of people doing the same things. It's usually the mother that has it harder than us. And Charles, talk to us a little bit about your backstory, just a little bit, because people can go into that interview, but talk to us a little bit about your past.
In a short form, man, you know, the drug life, the hustling life, you know, gun life, party life, done all the drugs out, you know, besides the hard drugs, you know, all the party drugs, I've done all that, you know, and I got away from that. And then when my mom had passed away, I got real deep into, you know, into the party drugs, and I relied on those as a blanket to help with her passing and everything like that. So, you know, I done it all, man. You know what I mean? I done lived the life. When people said they lived, they ain't really lived. I really lived. You know what I mean? I done been through a lot of close calls in my life, and the man above must have been looking out with me, because one close call, okay, but two close call, okay, but I'm talking about close calls are the close calls, and that just let me know that I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be in a cage, locked up, in trouble, because my purpose is to be out here and to be inspiring and, you know, doing what I love and just doing me, you know what I mean? Because that's like, that has to be fate. That has to be a man above looking after me with everything I've been through, close calls, you know, drunk, coked out on my motorcycle, going 150, 160 miles per hour, you know, doing stuff like that. Like, and to be here doing this interview with you, that just lets me know that wasn't, you know, I got more of a purpose here, and that's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Sharing my story with everybody, they could be like, hey, Charles did this, and my shit is not as bad as his, so why can't I come out the good end? You know what I mean? So, yeah.
And one thing you said that also touched home is that you completely stop. Myself also, I used to do a little bit of using, a little bit party things, and I used to smoke weed every day back in the day, and I stopped on the day, like 4 years ago, when I started promoting bodybuilding professionally. How did you manage to just stop smoking? A lot of people stop, but they always have that thought they want more. And how did you stop? And what's the difference between clean and using for your brain, for you?
How did I stop? I just stopped because I wanted better for myself, and I knew I had to do better. And I know my mom would want me to do better. So that was the pushing fact behind me stopping. You know what I mean? It's like, I got to get my act together. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what I did. I put it down and I never touched it again. And I was talking about, you know, I was popping pills, snorting cocaine, everything like that. And I put that down when I was like, okay, I'm done. I got to do better for myself. I got to be better for myself. And the next day I went into the gym and I've never looked back since, you know what I mean? And it was just like, I had a clear vision. You know, it was for a while there, my mind was fogged with, you know, with everything that I was putting in my body. And then once I got off of it, I had clear vision and I was like, okay, this is what I got to do. And I've been on the straight and narrow ever since.
Because it's you have, I can't say not everyone, but you have greatness in you, and it's hard to fulfill that destiny of greatness if you are on recreational drugs, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, you know, all the party drugs, the cocaine, the Molly, the ecstasy, you know, that stuff right there. Those are the party drugs right there. You can't be great and you can't do great if you're constantly under the influence of those type of drugs on the weekends, partying, this and that. You just can't do that. You know what I mean? And man, yeah, you can't do that. Those are the type of drugs right there that just takes you down the wrong path. You know what I mean? Doesn't have you thinking clear. All you want to do is party and do this and do that. So yeah, you can't do what I can't do what I'm doing and be doing all that stuff still. I wouldn't be successful and I wouldn't be going to Olympia this year if I was on that type of shit.
And I hate when people, the media or regular people, when they think bodybuilding, they so quickly think steroids or like crazy people, or when they see the word bodybuilding. But for you, what does bodybuilding mean to you, the word bodybuilding?
Life. It gave me life again. You know what I mean? It gave me life. It gave me happiness again. So that's what, when I think of bodybuilding, that's what I think about. It gave me life and gave me happiness again. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true for me and for many other people. It's a discipline, isn't it? And clean life you have to have.
Yeah, the discipline and structure. That's what I needed. I needed some discipline and structure put in my life. And anybody that knows bodybuilding, it's all about discipline and structure. And that's where, you know, and that's I went to the perfect thing to help me get away from that life I was living. Yeah.
So you owe a lot your success now in life to bodybuilding, correct?
Yes. Oh, for sure. 100. So fitness and bodybuilding, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Then 2022, you were, what can we say? People thought about you, but you weren't like the man.
My whole career, man, they didn't slept on me, man. You know, I didn't have one placing out of the top 5, and that was my worst placing ever, this and that. I've been in every first call out. I got like 5 second places. I got all this, you know what I mean? They continue to sleep on me, man. You know, they continue to sleep on me. It's all good, though. I love it because, you know, it's just pushing me, you know what I mean? I can't wait to prove them again wrong. I can't wait to prove them again wrong, AJ, because that's all I keep doing, and that's what we're about to do again, you know what I mean? I wasn't even in the talk of top 5 at the Indy. Like, they had all these guys, man, the insider.
No, but these are trolls. This is not real.
Muscle Insider. That's Muscle Insider. Yeah, I'm like, they try to reach out to me, like, ask me a question. I said, man, y'all didn't even have me in y'all top 5, man.
Who did they have?
I don't even want to ask. I forgot. All I know is I didn't see my name in there. I was like, this is a joke. I'm like, this is a joke. You know what I mean? And they blamed it on their writer dude. That was our writer dude. He did that. We blame him. Yeah, whatever. So they keep sleeping on me. It's all good. You know what I mean? I'm just keep.
But could it be because you haven't been as active as you are the last 7-8 months with your social media? Could it be?
No, I've been active since 21 and 22. All last year and this year I've been active. When I took a break off social media, that was 2020. Yeah, that was 2020 when I took that whole break off social media. But oh no, ever since I got back and started saying I was competing in 21, I've been back on my social media hard, and you know I've been posting. So yeah, no, it's not because of that. If we're talking about 2021, then I'd be like, yeah, that was the reason why. But 21, I was active, and I've been active all this year. You know what I mean? So yeah, I've been active because once I got off that stage on Tampa last year, I was like, okay, I know what I got to do, and I'm about to do what I got to do, and that's exactly what we did this year. You know what I mean? But I don't know why they keep sleeping on me, but they wake. Some of them waking up now. They waking up
Well,
now. They got a little sleep in their eyes. They like, oh, that's Charles. Now they got a little. They waking up.
first show, the indie pro, leading up to the show, most people with any type of eyes we saw on Instagram, there was a new, improved Charles Griffin. There was just something different. Everyone saw it. So I don't know what Muscle Insider is smoking, but everyone saw it. Then we had, I gotta say, Charles, people love to see one-on-one battles.
Yeah.
And we saw the best ever Blessing, who came out of, well, he got redemption from his last year disappointment. You two guys in the side battling 1-2. And on the stream, he was talking shit. And you were talking shit. The only difference, I was waiting for you to slap him, because he's like he's more like a comedian, and everyone can see it in your eyes. You're a little bit different. Were you ever thinking, should I slap? Does it get to you? Because Blessing is more like he likes to troll. Did it get to you at all?
He annoyed me. I'm gonna be honest. He really annoyed me, and it was at the time, at the beginning, we was on stage. It's like, okay, yeah, this is good. We battling out, but then he just kept talking. I even had to ask on the last interview when we did the interview. I was like, I don't want to do an interview with Blessing, because this is where my focus is. This is where my mind is, and I'm not trying to be around a guy that acts like a clown at times. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to be around that. So yeah. It got annoying, because I'm there to compete. I'm not there to joke around and do this on stage. He can't get in my head. I'm not these other people that he could get in their head. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He didn't get in my head one time. I'm focused on me. It's just annoying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what it comes down to. But I know what I came there to do, and to compete, hit every pose, this and that, that and that. I don't care what he's doing. He ain't taking me out of my zone. You know what I mean? He's doing, and in my regards, he's a young buck. So I'm an OG, you know what I mean? He's a young man, you know what I mean? I've been doing this, so it's like he can't get me off my spot, you know what I mean? So
you might be a little bit older, but your body is still very fresh, obviously.
Oh yeah. In bodybuilding years, I'm fresh. You know, in bodybuilding, I'm fresh. We've probably been competing the same time. We've probably been competing around the same time, you know. But I started at my career older. But I'm talking about where I'm an OG in the game is my life. The stuff I've been through, this and that, and that. Like this dude, he could take some of these other dudes out of their square and they go back and forth. You see, me and him was talking shit back and forth, and I'm gonna get on him too. And he stops. He even erased one of his things, because he could see, like, I'm not one of these people right now. You know what I mean? We could go back and forth if you want to, but he died out on that. He don't even talk about me no more.
Is that a little bit for people, it's a little bit challenging when you're coming from a different background and you have on Instagram a lot of nameless people or whatever with so much disrespect in their voice without even knowing you? Is this something that's a little bit challenging sometimes to or you just don't care?
It was, but now it is what it is. It's water under the bridge. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? I like to look at, call it a public figure. So I'm going to get a lot of people. When you got 200-some thousand, 300-some thousand followers, you're going to get that type of stuff. And I can't be battling with all these people on that. I just look over it. You know what I mean? So I just look over it. They don't even get to me no more.
So he got you at Indy. It was very close. Obviously, many people had it your ways. It could have gone probably. I think you were a little bit harder, maybe even a little bit better condition. It just went his way. But then 2 weeks later, was it, at the Cali Pro?
Yeah.
How did that feel to get that dominating win and qualify to the Olympia?
It felt good, because honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, there's been some second places on my thing that I've been mad about, but it's like, okay, I go back and look, like, yeah, I maybe didn't deserve that. But that one, I really was angry about that one. You know what I mean? I really felt like I was better conditioned. I felt like I was harder. And that was Besting's best ever, but it was my best ever too. And I was more conditioned than him. So, you know what I mean? I think they missed it on that one. So what I did was I used that fuel and 2 weeks later, we came back, and I was like, I'm gonna shut the door on them. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna let them take it away from me anyway. So Matt was like, what we're gonna do, we're gonna come in fuller and harder. And that's what we did, because we wanted to leave no, let me see who's better. I just wanted to get out there and kill the competition. And that's what I did, you know what I mean? Because I brought that good of a physique where it was like I didn't want to question anything. We could have probably did a little, we probably could have, like what we did coming back from Cal Pro to finals, we maybe could have did that at the Indy and closed that door even more. But we were under the assumption like, I'm harder, I'm in more condition. We're in a good spot right now. We don't need to go try to pull you anymore, or do nothing anymore, because you're harder, you're in better condition right now. At Cal Pro, we like, fuck it. We came back, got more dry, and came back even harder. You know what I mean? So we make sure we close that door on.
Is that a little bit, you got great shape and everything, but is it a little bit alarming for you when, let's say, Andrew Jack with beautiful shape, he's not the hardest or most condition, he wins. Blessing wasn't harder and more condition than you. Maybe some people like his structure a little bit more, maybe. He can win. Bonac looked crazy at Arnold. Brandon, I don't know if he had the same. He's my friend personally, but he wasn't as hard as in condition as Bonac. But Bonac doesn't have that beautiful structure of Brandon. Is it a little bit alarming? Rami, you know, Hardy is even more. How do you like this, the way judging is going with that part?
You know, I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like it because like, well, I'm gonna go back to the Texas Pro. Like, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I even told my girl, come look at this dude, Andrew Jack. This dude looks crazy. He looks crazy. But like I said, I'm not taking nothing away from Andrew Jack. Dude is killer. But when it came down to it, what's his name should have won that show? Martin. Martin was all the way complete. He was all the way complete from the back, glutes, everything. I'm talking about shredded, peeled. He was peeled. And yeah, Andrew Jack had that whoa factor, that beautifulness, this and that. But Martin had that too, and Martin was harder. You know what I mean? So I think it's kind of like bullshit. You know what I mean? It's like, if we come up soft, if me or Martin come in soft, we're gonna drop a few spots. You know what I mean? We're gonna drop a few spots. You know what I mean? So I don't like it, but you know, this is a sport. This is what it is. So all we're gonna do is come in hard, and you know, and let the chips fall the way they fall. You feel me?
Then you qualified to the Olympia. When did you sign with Raw and Revive, by the way? Was that before or after?
No, that was after. That was after.
After.
Yeah, that was after, because I had a few companies reaching out that wanted to sponsor, but it's like, at that point, it would have just been a paycheck. It would have just been a paycheck. Yeah, I'm gonna be with you and just take the money, when I'm not really about their supplements. You know what I mean? So it's like, I always wanted to be on Raw and Revive, and Matt was just like, you know, just keep working on you, keep doing what you're doing, and we're gonna make that right. And when all these companies were reaching out, I reached out to Matt, was like, this is what it is. This is company this company that. Like 3 companies reached out, but you know what I want to be a part of your team. So what is the options of me being part of the team? Like, buddy, we'd love to have you. Let me get with my buddy. Let me get with my business partners, and we'll let you know. And I had interviews with other companies, and I had some good conversation with them. But it was like, that's where I want to be. They're like, I'm not just. It's just not a paycheck. I'm like, I believe in the company. I believe in their stuff. So it was a no-brainer to me.
And also, I think it's very smart with Matt Jansen, who right now has the respect as the, I guess, like the top 3 guru with, you know, with George Farah, Milos, and Henry Rambad. You know, he's in that top elite. And Bumstead, who is like, I think he's in America, he's probably more popular than Big Ramy, isn't he?
Yeah, oh, for sure. Man, that guy right there, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're at a bodybuilding event, yeah, everybody's gonna know who Charles Griffin is. But if you're not at a bodybuilding event and Chris Bumstead's walk around, they're gonna know who Chris Bumstead is. Like, he's like famous. I'm famous in a cult. So I'm famous in a bodybuilding cult.
So now you signed with one of the best supplement brands. You have one of the best coaches. You're getting a lot of, like, these guys are get a lot of people looking at him. And we're starting first of all, I did not like that last Instagram post you did with jumping off have you not seen the Michael Hearn video?
Yeah, but you know what?
Come on.
Michael Hearn, how old was he at that time? I'm a little younger than him at that time, so my knees are still good. My body feels great.
Still, you were jumping off. I was waiting. First, I thought it was like, oh no, he's injuring himself, like Mike. But he went okay. But we can't have that Michael Hearn type of one more accidents now, can we?
Okay, I won't do that no more. AJ.
No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I was like, what is he? Is he jump? But it was okay. So
you know whose fault it was? It was my fiance's fault because she said yes to me about getting married because I got married at that show.
Oh,
yeah,
congratulations.
So I did that in the middle of the thing. I asked her to marry me. She said, yeah. And then we were walking off the stage, and then they threw my music on, then I guest post. So I was in the moment.
But this was recently.
Yeah, so that was July 9th.
So you got engaged there.
I got engaged there, yeah. So basically they just said, they called me up on stage like, oh, we got the Minnesota Olympian in the building, come up and say a few words. And I came up and said a few words, and then I asked her to come out on stage, and I did it in front of everybody in the middle of the stage and snuck her parents and her family in, and she said yeah, and they came from there, and we cried, and then I did a guest posing.
Oh, well, is this your first? Do you have kids before or?
No, this is gonna be my first fiance, first kids.
This is a miracle. No kids and no man. So it's more special now, then, correct?
Yeah, very special.
Is she there? Does she have?
Yes,
can she come on? Yeah, can she get in a little bit? Hi. Tell us a little bit about that moment. Was it special for you?
Oh my gosh. Yes, I was really surprised. I was not expecting it at all. I kind of forgot that we were like even on a stage and there was a huge crowd there, and I was just like, what is happening?
That must be really, really good. Your parents were there and everything.
They were, yep. Yeah,
wow.
He was proposing, and like in the distance I thought I saw my parents and my sister, so I was like really confused, and then it hit me what was happening.
Is Charles a romantic person?
He is very. He's a softie.
Good.
He's a big teddy bear.
Talk this a little bit, how it is for you to watch Charles, and how long you guys been together, by the way?
Like a year and a half.
So talk to us about what you've seen from Charles, his mindset, the last maybe year. Has it changed?
It's been pretty steady since I've met him. We both like really motivate and encourage each other, and I think that's what we're like really drove us to be together and like push each other in that way. So it's been very consistent in that way, and if anything, it's just like the qualities that he already had and the mindset that he already had is just like heightened now.
You also compete, or?
I do, yeah.
What class?
Bikini.
Are you a pro or?
No, I actually just competed at junior nationals, and it was my best placing to date. I placed 5th. So I'm still competing, yeah.
One question about that before you go. Is bikini girls getting too skinny, or do you want to see them a little bit bigger?
I wouldn't say it's that they're getting too skinny. They're definitely getting harder and leaner, it seems like. But, I mean, I'm with it. Obviously, I'm still competing in the division, so I like it. So I'm here for it. Okay.
In Europe, we are having a little bit problems because it's a different criteria here in Europe. But anyway. Yeah. Well, congratulations with your, what do you call it? Not wedding, your
engagement.
Oh, yeah.
Engagement. And I hope to see you at the Olympia.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, now move. Get out my screen. This is my time.
Yeah. You starting the prep now?
Oh, we start Friday. Means Friday starts no cheat meals no more until we need them. And yeah, we start Friday, 16 weeks out. That's all.
And for people that they've seen your Instagram, does it give you more confidence? Look at your starting point. People can see how you look it like.
I got goosebumps right now when you just said that. Like I'm so excited because I've never started at this point ever in the prep. Like I got veins and everything through my legs. Like I'm vascular. My chest is still split. I still got the Christmas tree. I'm still hard. Where I hold my fat at is my midsection and my glutes. That's everything else on me. Everything else on me are hard as hell. So I'm super excited to be. Right now, I was 240 on the stage. So right now, I'm sitting 25 pounds above stage weight. And this 265 is way different than a 265 when I started before Indianapolis. Like my shoulders are straight and everything's still straight. Like it's on. I got quad lines and stuff like that bad. So it's gonna be an interesting prep. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
This is gonna be a completely different. You're going in with a win, everything around you.
Oh yeah.
So different, and you're getting better. I mean, I don't want to go say your age because I don't think it's relevant, but you're getting better and better, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. I'm getting better and better. I just like, I'm finding what works for me. You know what I mean? Like at one point in time, 2019 and 18, they said, bring up your legs. You need to bring up your legs. Well, I found out I can't get up to the 285, 290 because that right knee starts to act funky. So now I put a cap on my weight, and now I could train legs like a madman. Because at one point, I swear, I had 4 plates on the hack squat on each side, 8 plates, and that was hurting my knees when I was 285, 290. Now, with me being 265, 266, I just did 19 plates, 18 plates on the leg on the hack squat for 10, 12. You know what I mean? So it's totally different now. Like I'm knowing what works best for me, and and when you got like a coach like Matt, it's over with. You know what I mean? It's over with. So
is it a little bit less food or a little bit more cardio to keep your body weight lower?
To keep my body weight lower, it's just a little less food. We're not pushing the food as much because when I did take that break, I found I was eating so much where my stomach get distended, and I'm always full. So now when we get to that point, it's time to cut back, and I keep cardio in throughout the whole time. I've been doing cardio the whole time. You know what I mean? It's 25 minutes, but I'm waking up and doing that. You know what I mean? So
every morning you're doing cardio.
Every morning. Do
you use any of the products from your Revive for that, before that, for the cardio at all?
Yeah, I got the Yohimbine. I use the Yohimbine, and then I also drink my raw EAAs before I do my fasted cardio, and then the raw burn as well.
So this Olympia now, I gotta say, I watched every Olympia since, I can't remember, since the 70s. Before at Olympia, you would always have, okay, it's Phil Heath, and then you have the rest. You know what I mean?
It's a toss-up.
Now, after that, I always give respect to the top 4, 5, because they've been so consistent. Bonac, Brandon, Hardy, Ramy. But after that top 5 placing, what's your mindset now, realistically? Because in my eyes, it's Nathan Diasha is excellent, Blessing is excellent, Samson is excellent, Hunter is excellent. You have Ian, there's Regan Grant. There's like so many good guys with different type of bodies. Where do you see yourself?
Besides Samson, I have competed against almost all those people, and I almost beat them when I didn't look like I look now.
Yeah.
I gave them problems on the stage when my legs weren't as big as they were now. When I didn't have my midsection, when I wasn't pulling the vacuum, this and that, I almost beat those people then. So yeah, those people got better, but I look totally different now. So it's on, man. So that's what I'm saying. Like when it comes down to it, like I'm not worried about anybody. You know what I mean? This is the first Olympia where I'm just like my first show ever besides Cal Pro and Olympia. I'm going in with so much belief in myself, like, I can stand with anybody. You know what I mean? Like I said, I give respect to all of them, but I'm coming at all of them. You know what I mean? Because like I said, when you start naming those guys, I almost beat all those guys when I wasn't at my best. And I was, now it's my physique is totally different. And I was giving them guys trouble then. I'm going to give them trouble now. It's on.
So if they are not like improved, you're taking these people out.
Even if they're improved, though, you know what I mean? Because I'm improved too. Even if they're improved, you know what I mean? Like all of them, we're all genetic freaks, and we're freaks of nature. So you're
a little bit different. if people actually study your Instagram picture, it's different levels to being freaky. And if you do, you sometimes look at your own videos and be like, "What's going on here?" Or
I swear, I just did that the other day. Like the other day, I had a look, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, I'm getting ready for Olympia right now. I'm like, you know, and this is going to be one of the best Olympias in a long. I think this is going to be the best Olympia since 2018.
Yeah, this is going to be a special one. Posing. What was your posing song for the last two shows? I can't remember.
It's, you know, I groove. It's groove. It was a slow jam. It was by I forget her name, but it's Sabrina Claudio. Sabrina Claudio. It's slow jams. I like the groove when I'm on stage. That's why I like to feel it.
But this Olympia, aren't we gonna like? Because you're more like you want to see that BMX like. Here
so
comes
what we're gonna do? We're gonna start out with the groove, and then we're gonna go into the let's get the shit going, get it hyped up. I gotta start out with that groove, the smooth stuff, and then we can mix it to something else.
But then we need to have that groove stuff with something that everyone can relate to. We need some of the bigger artists, whatever, Boyz II Men, or we need something that we know.
Okay, if you listen to the Cal Pro video, when that song came on, the whole crowd went crazy.
Oh, really? Well, we don't. The screen was so bad that we didn't. We can't hear the audience, you know. So it's. Yeah,
it's gonna be a dope Olympia, man. It's gonna because like Samson's looking nutty right now.
Yeah.
At 300 and something pounds, he hasn't lost no shape.
Yeah,
you know, like Ian improved. You know what I mean? Everybody's improved. So. Like I said, man, I'm improved too, and I gave those guys trouble when I wasn't like I am now. So they in for a battle right now. Like I said, honestly, I'm getting into that top 10 spot. I'm getting that top 10 spot, and I'm looking more for like I like to give my respect to all these guys, but I'm coming for all of them, man. Why? I've been doing it as long as some of them. I've been on here. I'm eating. I'm grinding. I'm doing the same stuff. Yeah, they've been consistent. I'm consistent too. So I want what they got, and I haven't had what they had. So I think I'm hungry.
Last thing before we go, other than your Instagram, will you release any type of training, motivational videos or something for this Olympia prep?
So I'm trying to get a videographer right now so I could do like Olympia series, you know what I mean? You know, do an Olympia series. So I'm in the process of doing that right now.
Okay. Can we, before we go, can we get an arm shot?
Arm shot.
This is, how big are those arms? Have you measured?
The cold, I know they cold, they 22s or something, but when they get warm, they get up even more. So yeah,
get that Ronnie Coleman level then.
Yeah, oh yeah, we there. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, brother.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.